What's up, guys? It's Rick Ginn, and you're on the Flip with Rick channel. And that's right, you read the headlines correctly. This will probably be the most important video you ever watch. It's not that I have something shocking to tell you. It's just I'm going to tell you the truth on where you need to be in wholesaling. And I broke it down in three simple sections. Number one, we're going to analyze what is just holding most of you back. I'm going to go step by step. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be a little bit painful, but here's the truth. It's every reason I had that kept me from wholesaling, actually 12 years from it. Then we are going to walk through the countermeasures to actually fix it. And honestly, if you don't do this first section, don't worry about free wholesaling. Don't worry about X leads. Don't worry about iSpeed PPL. Don't worry about my probate course, because if you don't fix what's in your head, you can't move forward. Now, I'm an expert on this, doing this 23 years. I waited 12 years and I sat a lot in your heads. It doesn't matter if you haven't even done your first deal or you've done 50 deals. I promise you, you're going to hit a roadblock at one time or another. And then the third part is, what is our plan to actually go forward, get momentum, get velocity, and get this rocket ship wholesaling taking off? That's what we're talking about today. So do me a favor, make sure you use the comments. Make sure you introduce yourself. You make us a friend in here. Guys, we only talk about wholesaling. I don't have time to talk about politics, religion, all the other crap going on in the world, because you're here for one reason and one reason only. And me and Zach will always honor that. We always know it. I don't do videos about other people because it's just none of my business. So, and matter of fact, I don't even really keep a close eye on the entire wholesaling community, because I'm going to tell you, there's been a massive shift. And unless you're brand new to wholesaling, is a majority of people are out there telling you wholesaling is going to go away. It's going to be legislated out. Are the rules being put in place? Yes. Life is constant change. But the people who are telling you that you can't wholesale anymore are the ones who had the exact freedom to start out wholesaling like you and me did. But now they're telling you you can't do it anymore, and you've got to do traditional fix and flips and stuff. Listen, read between the lines on it, guys. Is it tougher? I'm the first to admit it. Is wholesaling dead? No. They told me wholesaling was dead in 2003. And here I am, 2025, and I'm telling you, it's never been more alive than it is right now. In fact, the reason why most of you get excited about wholesaling, I know I do. I get super excited, sometimes too much coffee. The reality is, the only business that I know of that you can start with absolutely nothing and absolutely blow up your bank account and do it legally, ethically, and have no remorse for it. I never said it was going to be easy, and that's what we all have to understand. So if you guys are okay with handling some truth serum here, let's get into it. Now, the first part, I'm going to warn you, it's going to piss some of you off. But I'm going to give you a culmination of my 12 years of ultimate fear. Really, the first 14 years, because the first 2 years of wholesaling was tough for me. And I know a lot of you are going through your mind going, crap, like, this is so weird. And like, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so scared. Join the club. Join the club. And I'm here to tell you, I want to walk you through this, because you're going to have to make a massive mind shift. And I want you to do it now. So if you guys are new, do me a favor. Make sure you go over freewholesaling.com. This is where we teach you how to get started in wholesaling. Or if you need redirection, it is the most thorough, the absolute #1 wholesaling course in the world. Don't take my word for it. Look at all the testimonials. I never harvest testimonials. I let people put them up organically. That's what, I'm not going to say the word. But the reality is, you're being told in the wholesale business that you have to do a paid course. You don't. We give it to you. Why? Because we can. It's my God-given right, and I'm going to give it to you, and I fight for the wholesaler. So many people telling you can't do this. Listen, I love anybody who promotes wholesaling, but you have choices. If you think you have to literally pay for everything, there's smarter ways to do it. I'm just telling you. And some of you think you can pay for a course and think it's just going to be all magical. I'm here to tell you, most of you are going to be shocked when you pay for a course because you're going to find out you still have to do the work. So if you pay $100,000 or you get it from free or me and Zach, you're still going to have to do the work. So let's get in there. Make a friend in the comments. Make sure you go over to freewholesaling.com. It is the largest wholesaling group in school. Thank you, Mr. Hamosi, Mr. Ovens. Great guys. We've connected with them and they love what we're doing. And because remember, we go against the grain. When every guru and coach says, you've got to buy my course, you've got to do this, you got to get this CRM, you got to get this Skiptracing service, you got to get this list stacking company, you got to get this PPL thing. Guys, seriously, you're going to go broke. 5 to 10 grand up front. Then you're going to spend between $1,000 and $1,500 on CRM. on all the software, and me and Zach have solved that problem. Check it out, freewholesaling.com. So let's go in, let's deliver content. Let's show you what to do. If you guys can handle some truth here. So here's the thing I want you to understand. How can I say this? I'm going to go through some harsh truths, but everything I'm about to show you on the screen is what I've personally been through. You're not telling me anything I don't know. I'm not here to call you out. I'm just here to wake your ass up and let you know you have real options in life. If you've chose wholesaling, God bless you. I promise you, I guarantee you are in the right seat. Not only did I fix my ass and get myself out of corporate America, I'm sorry for the passion. I just got to let you know, I changed my mediocre ass backwards life through wholesaling. Not only did I change my trajectory, my wife's trajectory, my entire family's, I instilled it in my son. So if you want to talk about anyone in wholesaling that talks the truth, who else has their children involved? It's not a requirement. Don't get me wrong. My daughter does something else. But the reality is I talk the walk. I do it. I taught my son at 16. And the idea is I want to teach you and simplify this. I'm tired of the mazes you still have to go through. I thought we had it all solved, but apparently there's still a ton of mazes out there and we want to fix it. So jump on this journey, enjoy it. And here's what I need you to do. I need you guys to respond if some of this presentation hits you in the gut, because that's the whole point of it. Now, if you're embarrassed about it, I'm not here to offend you. Don't take this personally. But sometimes, man, you need someone that will just tell you the truth. So let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen here. Now, I'm going to run through you what most of you are experiencing right now. Now, if you found wholesaling, either you just got started or you're frustrated, or you're like me, you waited 12 years to figure out college is all wrong, the corporate world's out to screw you, and I don't want to live off of a 401k Social Security and retire when I'm 66, 67 years old. I can't do it. And so I want to walk you through the mindset, and I'm going to walk you through basically my 14 years of my programming. By the way, I was programmed by my parents. They loved me, but they didn't know what they were doing. Definitely didn't give me any financial skills. My teachers, my schoolmates, all my colleagues, everybody I hung up and I grew up around. And I'm telling you guys are going to go through the same journey. So I'm going to give you a start to finish how it's going to work. And we're going to show you what's in your head right now. We're going to show you actually how to fix it. We are going to show you exactly what you need to be successful in wholesaling. And then we're going to walk out here with a plan. So if you're okay with it, let's roll into it. I need you guys to participate. That is going to be the key on it. So remember, the first part is if you're experiencing this, I'm going to give you the pain first, and then we're going to give you the cure right after it. So don't freak out. I'm not here to pick on you guys. This is my list. And if you find something that strikes a chord with you, just know you're not alone. Now, once again, please don't take it personal when you see some of the words. Some of them are probably going to piss some of you off. I'm using this as motivation. I wish to God somebody grabbed me when I was fresh out of high school or college and gave me this conversation, because I had to learn it the hard way. And that is my goal today. So let's jump on here and go. I'm just going to jump up on the first one here. Who says, I'll do it later? I have plenty of time. You all do. I'm going to give you the cure after. We're going to go through the pain because we're going to keep going. So give me a thumbs up or something like that, because I've always thought I had forever. Guys, I'm 55 years old. It goes by quick. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have as much time as you think. I'm going to go through it. I want to go through each one. So make a note. And if you guys put in the comments, which one stings the most? And the reason it stings, it's because it's the truth and you know it inside. Here's the problem. We have to get you to admit it to yourself. You don't have to do it to me. We're all like-minded people here. We want to be successful in wholesaling. We have to understand it. I'll do it later. Plenty of time. I got to tell you, in my teens, in my 20s, I thought this statement was so true. And if I can grab any of you, the sooner, the better. It'll be phenomenal. So put in the notes in all caps if one of these just sticks to you, because we're going to walk through each of the cure, because that's where the real power is in this. I'll do it later. Plenty of time. Make excuses or whine. You know exactly who you are, because most people who do the most bitching, whining, and excuses, they don't even know they do it. Me, guys, I used to do this. It hurts. I can quickly go in a room, and once I hear someone make at least 2 excuses, I will do everything in my power to avoid that person, because they don't want to deal with reality and they don't want to deal with the truth. First thing you got to recognize, is that me? Have you made an excuse today? Yes or no? And if you whine excuses, you're not getting anything done. You're just wasting air and time. You only have so many days on this earth. Why go around and give excuses? Excuses just feeds your ego. When you give me an excuse, I go, oh God, you're one of those, right? And then the same people that give an excuse, it's always over and over and over again. Guys, this is my list. I'm making fun of me. So I want you to recognize, if you have, because this is everything I had to fix to really win at wholesaling. Are you getting ready to wholesale? If you're getting ready to wholesale, you're in trouble. We're going to talk about that. Getting ready is everything you were taught in school, everything your parents taught you. And I'm telling you, getting ready is like the kiss of death in wholesaling. Getting ready will never make you a dime. Everybody tells you got to get ready. Get ready for a hurricane, maybe, but that's about it. And getting ready is done long before the ready even happens. I'm going to keep going. I'm just cooking now. You know it. You care what others think about what you do. Probably one of my worst ones on the list. And the thing is, you are biologically wired to be a social person. You are wired in it. But the problem is that same wiring is screwing you up before you do a journey like wholesaling. And if you constantly care and need other people's approval, it's going to be painful. Now, I struggled with this the first 2 years of wholesaling. You're going to have to make a conscious choice. You are never going to make everybody happy. You are going against the grain. We'll talk about how to cure that. Now, getting ready, man. John says, oh, I wasted 20 years getting ready. Dude, I wasted 12. So it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is you get past it. You doom scroll. You one of these? I'm telling you guys, this phone, as great as it is, you have a choice. You either consume or you create. And if you consume, you are the product. You're in trouble. Now, we'll talk about the cure to it, but I'm telling you, you can turn this around. But if all you do is stare at like TikToks and stuff like that, you really have to catch yourself. The entire design of this is to distract you. Make no exception about it. And you have to pay to do it. You have to buy the damn thing. I know we're all doom scrolling. I've been caught doing it. I still have to fight. I put it down. I don't make any money doom scrolling, period. You will not make a dime. Repeat it. I do not make a dime doom scrolling. You broke? Listen, we all broke at some point. The question is, are you playing it safe? Because my parents taught me to play it safe. My siblings taught me to play it safe. My father-in-law taught me to play it safe. My college professor said, play it safe, Rick. Get a good job, get a career, get a 401k. And if you're really lucky, you can retire maybe with $1 million, maybe $2 million when you're 67. You've got, like, I used to struggle when I was 17 with this process, and I never understood it. Guys, if you're playing it safe, you're in a cage. You are a slave to the system, period. That's why they tell you to play it safe. You're better off joining the masses than trying to be one of those exceptional people. This is all I've heard in my life. Play it safe, play it safe, play it safe. Guys, listen. You come in this world buck naked, screaming and crying, and you're going to leave this world too. There's no such thing as safe. There's being smart, but what does playing it safe mean? What is it? Have you ever noticed? Well, we'll talk about it later. I'm going to get on a rant to say that. Well, I'm going to show you cures for all this. Don't freak out here. Every one of these was my Achilles tendon before I started wholesaling. This is what kept me in a corporate job for 12 years with like really no hope, in my opinion, even though they gave me promotions and I got 5% raises. Ugh. Okay. You always go to worst case scenario. Dude, please put your hand up if you do this. God knows I used to do it. If you are the worst case scenario person, we need to have a conversation, because what I'm showing you is your mind, your hardware is what you need. I'm going to give you everything you need. Free wholesale. I'm going to give you the education. I'm going to give you the leads. I'm going to show you how to do the marketing. I'm going to show you how you get your own deal without one penny out of your pocket. And then I'm going to show you how to scale your business. Or you can go pay someone. You're in a capitalistic society. Some of you guys think you're going to cut your way to the front of the line. That is the biggest lie told you in wholesaling. So I'm here to tell you, but if you go to worst case scenario, most of the time it's because you're wired. Every experience in your past life has made you wire. Your parents, your teachers. What if this happens, or what if that happens? And then you automatically default. I knew in my 20s, that's all I did, even my early 30s. And it's like, did you know 90% of this stuff will never, ever happen to you? So you tax your system. And I don't want to tell you what happens when you get stress, but you can kill yourself with the stress alone. So we need to pick this up. Remember, the whole point of wholesaling is to make your life better, but we got to start somewhere. We have to. Okay. I feel different. I'm much more odd than others, and I'm not that smart. Dude, this was my tagline in high school. And my teachers told me, you're very different, Rick. And what I didn't know at the time is I have a full-blown ADHD. We didn't even diagnose it back in the 80s. And I was told I'm just different. I was somewhat hyperactive. I thought faster than I spoke. I tripped up on my words. I didn't do well on testing. But they go, you're creatively smart. And I didn't know what that meant. And I told you, everyone told me, you're never going to get a good job. They're right. And I'm just telling you, this was my list. This is the crap I beat myself up over 12 years. And I swore when I had kids, I would do my best to erase this terrible programming that was put in me. And if it's in you, you can fix it. You have a choice. If you're registering with any of this stuff, it's fixable. You have to make a decision and you have to understand. Now, I'm giving you the pain parts here. I promise you, I'm going to give you the cures. Do you lack energy and focus? My focus was all over. Now, I did not lack energy as a child. I had the opposite problem, but in my mid-20s, early 30s, I had to nap all the time. I never had energy. My energy was sugar and carbs, period. And that's how a lot of people are. And I'm just telling you, I want you to recognize it, because if you don't, it's going to come back and bite you. In fact, Mr. Tony Robbins taught me the best. You have to understand where you get your energy from. If you don't have energy, you cannot do the job of wholesaling. because I promise you, it's going to require a massive amount of energy and focus. And you have to understand how to bring it in. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything like that. I'm just going to show you the cures that I've done. Listen, I know this one's going to sting a little bit, but if you're overweight, I know for a long time I carried around way too much weight. Why? I didn't understand my body. I didn't understand how this worked, and I let life convince me. Now, don't worry, 75% of Americans are in this exact same way. I didn't use the word obesity because but we got kids, 10, 11-year-olds getting diabetes. And like, we got to stand up and make a change. And I'm hoping I can institute people like here that decide to have children or have children. Stop telling your kids what to do and show them. Because here's the reality. If you don't take care of your vehicle, your body, you don't have to worry about wholesaling. You're not going to get a great benefit. I need you around for your kids. I need you to be selfish. And we have to fix it. Now, this doesn't fix overnight. This is a lot like wholesaling. Fix your finances, but you got to start fixing yourselves first, guys. And I say this because I used wholesaling to fix me. So I was constantly 40, 50 pounds floating around, way too much. And it was a big problem with my energy. And I'm just telling you, I want you to be around. I'm not picking on you. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I want you to live a nice, long life. And you're going to know why. Because that's the ultimate benefit when you start wholesaling is you get skills. You get better and better, make more money. You can help more people. And most importantly, you can help your family and your loved ones. But if you are not here, I can't do that. And I'm going to show you, I'm not giving you a diet plan or anything like that. I'm just going to give you some simple things so you can get in your head and kind of fix all that. So let me take this off here for a sec. Well, hold on. Oh, I forgot the last one. This is probably my biggest one. That's why I saved it for last. If you're constantly looking for the easy button, you're going to find it. And here's the reality. Marketers know how to get you to push the easy button. Don't believe me? Go out and look for a wholesaling course. Everyone's got it figured out. Now, a lot of them have great information. I'm not knocking that. But if you're willing to pay 5, 7, 10 grand for a wholesale course, keep in mind, I've been doing this 23 years, taught my own son how to be successful in the business while in high school. You're going to have to pay for that course. Then they're going to tell you, you got to go buy all these softwares. This is what's called affiliate sales. They're not bad products, but like they are more expensive because they have to pay the person promoting it. How much do they pay them? 25 to 50% of what you pay every month goes in the pocket. That's why they're so loyal to them. Now, some of them are good products. Don't get me wrong. But remember, you're paying for that affiliate sale. I know I'm not popular for saying it. It's the damn truth. And that's why. So if you pay, say you had to pay $5 grand for someone's program, then you have to pay another, say, $1,200 for all the softwares that you got to pay. Say you get 5 months into it. That's what around 11 grand. And then you got to go out, and then they're going to tell you to go out and buy all these leads and do all this stuff. So guys, what you don't understand is a lot of these programs, you're going to be 15 to 30 grand in the hole before you even sniff your first deal. Now, if you think that's the shortcut, God bless you. I don't believe it is. You're still going to have to do the hard work if you gave someone 100 grand or you paid zero. And the thing is, you want as many different ways to get a wholesale deal as humanly possible. Are there people that specialize in certain things? Absolutely. But you need to master the fundamentals of wholesaling. If you constantly seek the easy button, you are going to be parted with your money so fast in wholesaling, you won't know what hits you. In fact, this bottom line is the one thing that demonstrates why wholesalers, the best wholesalers, are the best marketers. Why? Because they create programs. Me and Zach are no exception. We just go about it a different way. We earn your business. We don't take your business. See, taking the business is hitting the easy button. Telling you the truth and telling you to do the hard up front is how I earn your business, because I do deals with you guys. Software companies won't appease what we want. Software companies want to keep jacking up the rates. we go out and make changes. Show me anybody else in the industry that's done it. Wholesalers, not programmers, wholesalers. And I'm telling you, you have to understand the easy button is the hard button multiplied by 100. Staples used to have this thing called the easy button. You used to hit it. I should have put it up here. You guys understand the easy is the really hard. So if it seems really easy to go in, I always tell you my high school football story. I got recruited because I didn't grow till my junior year in high school. And they put me in at nose tackle. Don't ask me why. And I used to go on the line. I could see the quarterback. And it looked so easy. And then before I know it, there was a pulling tackle, guard, whatever it was at the time. And I got laid out. They're waving smelling salts, dragging me off the field. And then the coach had to tell me, if it seems too easy in football, you're being tricked. So how football works, if you've never done it, it's about mismatches. So to have two grown men, 250 pounds, run over a 200-pound guy, I have zero shot. And they know it. And that's how they make progress. Same thing happens in wholesaling when you hit the easy button. So everybody understand that. This is paint. And let me put this back up there. You can put in the comments or something like that. If you have any of these pains, these are what we call the Rick pains. This is everything I went up through my wholesaling journey. And if you don't address each one of them or have a plan for it, you're going to get derailed in wholesaling sooner or later. I promise you. Now, let's talk about the cures to these, because this is the most important part. So screw it. You got some of this stuff. First and foremost, just acknowledge you have the issue. Acknowledge it to yourself, because it's not like I'm bringing you. I should bring you guys on live stream and go one by one. We just don't have time to do it. But I want you to understand, wholesaling changed my life. There's not many people as passionate. I don't think there's anybody more passionate about wholesaling than me and Zach. Why? Because it's radically changed our family's life. And you know what? I did this long before I ever got any recognition. In fact, I will tell you, when you need someone to cheer you on in wholesaling, they won't be there, because people only get a praise. The people that get a praise are the people who don't need it. I can tell you how many times the first 7 years I just sat and clapped quietly when I did a deal. Nobody else clapped. What'd they do? They snickered at me the entire time. Do the hard first, guys. This is the big secret in wholesaling. So let's go through the cures so we can keep going through this process. I'm just warming up here. Now, I'll do it later. Let me give you a little statistic on this one. The average person in the United States lives to about the age of 78. Women live a little bit longer because I think you guys are smarter. But 78. So from the day you're born, on average, you get 28,470 days. Do the math, guys. I've got plenty of time. I'll live forever. The clock's counting. Today will go by. Another day will come off. So if you're 25, let's do some math here, right? If you're 25, 78 minus 25, 53, 365, you have 19,345 days left. You better start getting to work. I'm telling you, nobody wants to look at it because it's tough. I get it. But maybe you should put a counter clock on your computer and go, hey, I only have so many days. I better get to work. You do not have forever. If you procrastinate forever, you're never going to get anything done. Nothing is built overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. You know the saying. Same thing with wholesaling. I know every course you hit the easy button wholesaling, you'll make $50,000 off the bat. Just give me the first $5,000 or $10,000. And then we just walk you through the process and hold your hand. But come on, guys, seriously, wake up. You're going to have to do the work. Even if you have the greatest coach in the world, you're going to have to do the work. You can have the greatest football coach, the greatest basketball coach. The players still have to do the work. You are the player and you have to do it. You have to do it. So if someone's brave enough to put up what they think, now I want everybody to live to like 125, but I have to do the statistical average so I don't give you like fake numbers, right? And we have to understand that. So I already know what my number is, man. Like it's a little eye-opening when you see it. And when you put it like that, you're like, crap, I better get to work. So please do your own calculation, keep track on it. And that's what I want you to do. So next one, excuses. This is the cure. I've figured it out. I've dialed it in. Number one, if you do it, and so here's the biggest question, Rick, how do I know if I do excuses? Guys, I can just tell by some of the countdowns. I'm sorry, some of the comments. There goes my ADHD. It's like an excuse train. Think about think of the effort to put in the comments. We're going to talk about comments too. My God. Number one, if you constantly bitch and whine, if someone tells you, man, you cry a lot, you really have a lot of excuses. Boy, start taking some inventory because it's going to hurt. Now, the comments hurt. The question is, do you ignore it or do you acknowledge it? Now, you don't have to publicly acknowledge it, but you have to acknowledge it right here, and here. And until you connect those two, you're just going to keep doing it. The reason you give excuses is because you've been taught your entire life. It's not me, it's you. And until you take that accountability, it's never going to change. Excuses and whining is a habit. And it's a habit you're going to have to work to break. Why? From 16 on, I gave more excuses than a human being could even think of. And someone finally sat down and said, hey, you need to do, I'm sorry, I'm reading a comment while I do it. Man, I lost my train of thought. See, anyways, he says, you make a lot of excuses. And I'm like, no, I don't. So that was my first. See, no, I don't is an excuse to your excuses. And I go, crap. So I wound up asking my sisters. I asked my brother. I asked some close friends. I go, yeah, you do. And it hurt, man. I think I cried. That's how painful it was. I wasn't quite a grown man, but I cried. So I had to go, okay, I have to acknowledge it. So the weird part is the next time I did an excuse, because it doesn't go away. You can't just stop excuses. I don't care what people tell you. Number one, acknowledge you have an excuse problem. The second part is choose to be conscious, because every excuse you give is from your unconscious mind because you're programmed. So if you're conscious, which means you're aware of what you're saying, they go, crap, I just made an excuse. And just cover your mouth like this. And like you can keep a journal or something like that. And then just go, and get better at it. It's like working out. It's a muscle. You've got to flex it or it's going to fall apart. And then just keep working to stop it. And in 60 to 90 days, you can eliminate all the excuses. Because here's the reality. Give me excuse. You're a victim. I don't want to work with you. Give me one excuse. We'll help it out. The second one, you're chronic. The third one, you're dead to me. I avoid people that make excuses like the plague. Now, I can't avoid my family completely, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. I just smell it a mile away. Excuse people never want to be accountable for anything in their life, and everybody else is the problem. When in reality, they're the problem. It's like the guy that gets married 5 times. He goes, all these women are crazy. I go, you ever think maybe it's you? I tell my own father that. Maybe it's you, not all these women. And it's the truth. So think about an excuse. There's zero productivity in excuse. You can't solve anything with an excuse. Come up with a problem or a solution. Now, a problem which you calculate, that's a different story. An excuse is, it just doesn't work for me. Wholesaling's too hard, right? You've got to stop it. You've got to stop it. So, number one, acknowledge, be conscious of it, and work like a habit, like destroying a bad habit, like you're smoking. And you guys smoking, kick it out of your mouth. I'm here to fix everybody's habits today, but I'm just telling you, I need you to be around. Please stop the excuses. Replace excuses with solutions. Hey, listen, I had a problem with one of my government lists. Do you think it would be better to do this or that? Now, that's a conversation I want to have. But here's what people do when they get a list, say they struggle getting the probate list. They go, getting these probate lists sucks. It's too hard. I'm not going to do it. It's just too hard. I agree. I agree with you completely. I want you to understand that. Okay, next one. If you're getting ready Start before you're ready. The problem with most of you in wholesaling is you're always getting ready. I got to get ready. I got to prepare and read the book. This is completely different than how you learned in school. Now, it doesn't mean you avoid getting an education on it, but we are going to speed read through freewholesaling.com, and you are going to start. Because if you don't start, I guarantee you zero success in wholesaling. I've seen people that I've worked with here 2 years. They've been getting ready 2 years. You do more damage getting ready than you ever do start. So start before you get ready. Does everybody understand that? Honestly, this is one of the strongest points I can explain to you. There's no getting ready in wholesaling. You have to go out and do it. Yes, it's going to be embarrassing. Yes, you're going to get rejected. Yes, you're going to fail. And I know your entire life, you've tried to avoid all this. Your parents, your teachers, everything. Guys, most of them are broke. It's just the truth. There are exceptions to it. I'm not saying all your parents are broke. I know mine were. Still this day, I fully take care of them. I'm just saying, guys, it's the absolute truth. Start before you get ready. If you fix this, if you start wholesaling today, you can be on your path. But some of you've sat on the sidelines for a year or two, and you go, I think I might get. I think I'm getting ready, Rick. No, that's a form of procrastination. Go up to the top. You're going to run out of time. You think things are going to get cheaper in by the way, you can't time the real estate market like you can't time the stock market. Wholesaling is about minimizing your risk and maximizing your reward. You need to take advantage of this. Let's keep going, man. I'm cooking here. Like I'm in the kitchen. I got to go. You care about what others think you do. Number one, stop asking them. Freaking stop asking people if you think wholesaling is a good idea if they've had zero success in wholesaling. I tried it once. It sucks. I got turned down. It's terrible. Really? What do you expect? You realize less than 3% of the entire world, probably 2%, even ever attempted wholesaling. So why go ask the general public if you think wholesaling is a good idea? Now, that's what you're going to do in the beginning, and you're going to get torn up for it. They're actually going to hold you hostage over their thoughts. Most important, I know this is going to cause some riff here. Some of you younger people under your parents' control, you naturally want your parents' consent for everything. Their job's to keep you alive and get you on your own. Wholesaling sounds like a crazy venture to most parents. My parents would have wigged out if I told them about wholesaling. I think about this all the time because my entire family wigged out when I did wholesaling. My wife was the only one who supported me through it. She goes, yeah, it's a great idea. She actually helped me through. She helped me with leads, and we made it work while we both had full-time jobs. Everybody else, that sounds risky. That sounds so risky. Why don't you play it safe and get a great job? You're never I did it, guys. 12 years. I was freaking miserable. I was broke. What? You get a 2-week vacation? Ooh, come on, man. Do the hard stuff up front. So stop caring what others think, but most importantly, stop asking them. Do you know to this day, 23 years, most of the people in my circle, they think I'm a realtor. I do it by design. Why? Because they don't give a crap what I do. And the ones that are truly interested, they want the money at the end. They don't want to do any of the work. They want to know what the secret is. I don't have a secret. Get your ass on my live streams and I'll show you how this works. And if you ain't going to do the work, you get there's no nepotism in my family. Ask Zach. You got to cut your teeth, man. I'm not a person who believes you give everything away to your kids. I'm actually the opposite. I actually think the harder you make them work, the more successful they become. Hard parents make great times for their kids. Soft parents, dude, I ain't got to tell you what's going on in society right now. I'm not even going to go over that. Guys, control what you can control. I don't worry about the rest of society. I worry about my kids and I worry about you guys. That's what I want to do. So, okay. I'm marking comments when we do this. Okay. Doom scrolling. Let me do a little bit of math again, like I did in the first one. You get 24 hours. We all agree on that, right? So on average, you sleep 8 hours. Some of you sleep way more than that. I'm lucky to do 6, maybe 7 is like my sweet spot. You're spending 2 hours eating on average, not physically eating, but by the time you make your dinner and you prep it, you clean the plates, you know how it goes. And then you spend another 3 hours socially with family and friends. So I'm doing a little math, 13 hours. You get 11 hours in your day. Somebody go in Chat GPT and tell me what the average screen time is on a phone in the United States. Somebody share these numbers with me, because I'm telling you, what I'm trying to show you guys here is you don't have enough time to sit there and scroll crap on your phone, because guys, you are the product when you do it. You are the dream. By the way, you're the dream for all the wholesale people that are going to sell you a course. They rely on you being on there. So somebody post on there, somebody just Google it. I'm not going to do it in front of you. What is the average screen time, say on an iPhone in the United States? I've got a number in my head. I'm sticking to it. I know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I have a good guess based on the people around me. And I know it's a big ass number. Somebody put it up there or share it. But guys, if you have 24 hours in a day and 13 hours is pretty much mandated what you're going to do, unless you're going to skip eating and you're not going to talk to anyone, which is never going to happen, you get 11 hours. Now, say you are doom scrolling on average 4 hours in a day. And look, dude, look at this. You got to be kidding me. So I was going to say 4 hours. Angela says 7. See, Randy was writing with me. It's the same thing. So 7 hours. So if I do 7, that only gives you 4 hours in your entire day to actually do work. I got 8 hours. So let's just say it's between 7 and 8. Guys, this is scary, scary stuff. Think about this. I'm not talking about even monitoring your kids, which you should, but we're doing it. I'm extremely conscious when I'm on the phone. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Some of them are pertinent hours because we use our phones like computers. So let's be realistic. Probably 2 to 3 hours if you're using it for work purposes. I'm fine with it. We got to talk to people. Anything past 3 hours, I'm very concerned unless you're in a remote spot. Now, here's the really cool part. If you have an iPhone, they'll break down your sites. It hurts when you look at this. And if you've got 3 hours on TikTok today, you just shake your head at yourself. It's the truth. Now, I've been caught on the weekends having fun, and I'm okay to consume when I'm in the consume mode. But if you're in a create mode, if you're doing cold calling and you start doing those TikToks, you are not productive, and it's going to cost you 7 hours. My God. Do you understand? These devices are designed to distract you, because attention is worth a lot of money. And we have to understand. Just stop the doom scrolling, guys. If you're not aware of it, then just do me a favor. Look at it. You can monitor it on most phones. And I get some of you using it for work and stuff like that. But look at your social media stuff. And here's a little thing on. We talk about doom scrolling. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Who has a Yelp account on here? Please admit it. Who's got a Yelp account? Thank God I don't own a restaurant in my town, because now I use Yelp to just feed out the crap. I spend 2 minutes on it. I look at it. That's it. There's people that go on Yelp and leave 2-page reviews of how disgusting this place was. I will never go there again. I am horrified. And then I look and they've got 56 other posts that are negative. Let me ask you, if you go to a restaurant, the service sucks, the food sucks, what is the correct response going forward? Is it going on Yelp and thinking up all your thoughts using your Chat GPT, because I know most of you do it, and then you put in, and then you constantly edit, and then you tell your husband to look at it, and you go, I'm going to get that, I'm going to get even with that MF. And then they post it there, and dude, people have issues in life. You could have caught somebody at a bad day. These poor restaurant owners, they get torn to shreds. By the way, I've people do with X leads. It's like, Here's the reality. If you don't like something and you have been violated, meaning the service sucked or the food sucked, maybe the quality of the product you bought, just move on and don't go there anymore. Maybe tell your friends and move on with your life. This is exactly. I mean, Google reviews, people make a life living out of this stuff. Why? Because everybody has an opinion and you have to be very, very careful. And if you're one of these people's, listen, I know this is going to hurt and I'm probably going to lose some subscribers over there. If you have Yelp accounts or you constantly leave reviews, like shame on you, man. Just like be a bigger person. It's like tattletaling on someone. Your word of mouth with your friends and family is more than enough to do the damage. And sometimes you can have people just in really you get waitresses that have rough days. It's not an easy job. And I'm telling you, man, if you are constantly leaving reviews, you're leaving comments. My policy is if I don't have something positive to say, I don't say it. What's the point? World has enough BS going into it. Please stop wasting. And if you spend an hour or two preparing a negative comment, what if you took that same hour in wholesaling and really hit it out of the park? You are wasting time. As Angela says here, everyone's got one. Guys, do you know how much crap has spoken about me and my son on the internet from people who've never met me, never really looked at my business? I've been doing this 23 years and I'm told I'm a scam artist. Like, it doesn't matter. Keyboard warriors, if those keyboard warriors ever came out and looked me in the eye, guarantee. I wish if you had a negative comment, you had to say it to the person belly to belly. That's what I really appreciate about the old days. But this, where I'm going to sit in the basement and tear people's businesses apart. Listen, if you had a bad experience and the owner doesn't rectify it, move on. But please don't sit and like, oh, I'm gonna get you. You actually draw the wrong type of attention when you do it. There's not a day that doesn't go by I don't get a negative comment. I don't care. Why? I don't care what others think. Why? Because I'm on my own path. If I listen to everyone's comment, you would never have freewholesaling.com. You would never have X leads. You would never have all the probate courses I offered. You wouldn't have 7 days a week live. It's told it's unsustainable. You can't do it. Guess what? I lifted up to them. Here I am 5 years later. You got the wrong crowd. Like, you don't understand. I am the David Goggins of wholesaling. I don't go anywhere. I just do it over and over again. Broke and playing it safe. How's that working for you? That one sucked for me. It was terrible. Now, I'm going to tell you, broke, in my opinion, is a leverage point. Because what do you got to lose to try wholesaling? What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. And if you're broke, go for it. But the reality is, if you're playing it safe, I promise you, AI is going to replace your job. I've replaced multiple jobs in my company with AI. I've replaced so much of our marketing, so much of our service, so much of our operating procedures. I used to hire people. But I'm telling you, you've got to understand, playing it safe, in my opinion, is the ultimate cage. You are in a cage if you play it safe. You can't go left, you can't go right, but I'm going to let you you're like that tiger. I mean, here, let me show you. Look behind me. You ever seen one of these guys in a cage? They're freaking miserable. So are you. You just don't know it yet. And then at some point, you're going to poke the lion, not the bear. And you're going to understand how this works. I'm telling you, don't be that person in a cage. It sucks. It means you accept mediocre. I can never do better. I give in. I'm going to let the government control every decision I do. It's terrible, guys. I'm just telling you, it's not going to work. Let's keep going. Worst case scenario. Now, I know some of you are old, but who knows George Costanza? Put it in the comments. So I know I'm old, but there's a reference here. Who knows George Costanza? Put it in the comment. And who knows where I'm going with this one? Because I want you guys to figure this out. Come on. George Costanza. I'm going to teach you the George Costanza when it comes to always going to worst case scenario. Now, unless you fell off the turnip truck or you're young, which even my son knows who George Costanza is. It's just an actor. There you go. So we have the Seinfeld. We have the Summer of George. Now you got to understand, George second guessed everything, always wants to play it safe, is extremely dependent on what others think of him. And here's the challenge. Everything's worst case scenario with George. Every girlfriend, everything he does. So here we go. Bingo. Dave's got it right. Just do the opposite of what George does. And I'm telling you, it actually works. You guys, oh my God, if I do wholesaling, what if I fail? Oh my God, I'm going to. First of all, you're not going to lose all your money if you do wholesaling. How are you going to lose all your money in wholesaling if you minimize your risk and maximize your reward? Now, if you go out and borrow money and do a fix and flip, like a lot of these programs teach you to do, you are not wholesaling. Don't come crying to me if that doesn't work out. If you follow my course material and understand how we train it, the first thing we do is mitigate risk, period. You want to maximize risk? Go with somebody else. You didn't get into wholesaling to maximize your risk. And so here's basically what we do. Every one of you, 9 out of 10 of you go, oh my God, what if this doesn't work out? Me and Zach have solved this for you. Number one, I saved you probably 5 to 10 grand just on the coursework alone. How do I know? Simply go over. Let me put it up on the bottom here, freewholesaling.com. I just put 10 grand in your pocket easily. Okay? Does everybody understand that? I can't stress this enough for you. So the other part is that what if wholesaling changes your life? What if it digs you out of financial ruins? What if it buys back your time? What if you can live the lifestyle you could only dream as a kid? Man, I was broke as a child. I was a happy kid, but man, like when I say poor, it just like a family vacation was going 100 miles away for 5 days. Like that was like, we were in just awe. And now I pretty much travel the entire world and do whatever I want. It's not a big deal to me anymore, but I had to earn it. I had to do it. And I'm telling you, why don't you find out what the best case scenario is and stop reverting to the worst case scenario? Because successful people never, ever flirt with the worst case scenario. They mitigate risk, but they never go to the worst case scenario. Here's the reality. You guys drive in a car every day and you let this little tiny yellow line separate you. And I want you to understand, if the other car is having a bad day or they're drinking and driving or they're reaching down doing a text, you're probably going to be dead. So if I got my car and go, oh my God, I could die today getting this car. I'm so scared to get in the car. Like you're going to do everything like that in your life. But some reason people get in the wholesaling and they freak out. And I don't understand it. Oh my God, Rick, what if it doesn't work out? I don't know. Just keep working harder. You'll get it. Think about when you were a baby and you started walking for the first time. Did you quit? No, they kept going. Did your parents encourage you? Yes. You got to do the same thing. So George Costanza, just flip it around. If you constantly go to the negative one, go to the other side. Now, don't be like this. What's the word I'm looking for? God, here's my ADHD. Don't be so like, you ever have people like, I'm going to be the king one day. I'm going to get $1 trillion and I'm just going to free paint art on the street. Okay. That's not a plan. That's just pipe dream stuff. And wholesaling, you can do whatever you want. Guys, I went from 350 grand in debt and clearing myself in 2 years. It's pretty amazing. So feel different, odder than others, not smart. Dude, this was my tagline in high school. And I'm telling you, if you're young, I want you to kind of lean in this camera and understand this point. It's okay. We're all born with different skill sets, with different levels of focus, with different energy. The question is what you harvest out of it. Now, remember, if God wanted to make every one of us the exact same, he would have done it. He or she, whatever you want to call it. So thank your parents for being on this earth, because that's the reality of why you're here. There's no other divine intervention other than your parents getting together. Find your God's gift and use it. So what I was told was a curse my entire life, ADHD, was my gift. But I believe God put it in my life to make me work for it and make me understand what my abilities were. And my abilities is to connect with people like you, inspire them, but most importantly, lead them and show them the way. And I'm willing to do anything possible to make something successful. If I have to fail 1,000 times, I'll try 1,001 times. When most people quit, I don't. And I've taught my son the same tenacity. Give me something big, I will tear it down. Everybody told there's no way, you have no experience building a software company. Guys, I'm going to tell you, in less than a year, we're one of the biggest software companies in the wholesale industry. And honestly, I promise you, we're going to take this industry. We are going to be a reckon to be forced with. We have so much power and leverage right now in what we do, but everything we do is from our wholesale business. Go, man, that worked. Let's try it. Let's test it. Let's beta test it. Let's get it out there. It's going to cost $1 million. Okay, send over the money. Let's do it. And I love it. So guys, you have to have that mindset. Did we fail? Oh my God, we made so many mistakes. When we first did it, me and Zach, we're the customer service, but we were willing to do it. I was making plenty of money. I got more money than I know what to do with. I could retire, and I'm sitting there answering phones 7, 8 hours a day because I'm just trying to get the company up. I'm trying to figure out what the problems are. And then we jump forward. We got over 20 employees that just commit to that. When you guys are on the onboarding calls today, we listen into every ounce of it. We get scripts, we get everything. And then we train at the end of it. And we spend 6 hours a day just training on that part. Then we have people in the bullpens, what we're training and getting ready. It takes some months to get ready. So I want you to understand, if you're different, you don't think you're smart, here's a little clue. I know you guys think the smartest people are the most successful. I know Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. It's not about being yes, it is about being rich, but rich is not always defined in money. It's defined in the people that surround you, the journey you're having in life, and being present and being happy with what you have. Because I've been dead broke and been the happiest guy in the world. I've been super rich and been the happiest guy in the world. What's the difference? I am the constant. I find what I need right in here. Everything else is to accentuate. If I lose everything tomorrow, so be it. I don't want that, but I'm not dependent on it. So I'm not material. The only possession to me is my family and the people closest to me. And honestly, you guys to a point, because you've been along with this journey and you have to understand. But I'm just telling you, I have this ADHD thing. Don't ask me how I got it, through the food or whatever. And I know a lot of kids are going on this journey. And then someone tried to label me with it. I go, screw that. It's my superpower. They go, Rick, you have this innate ability to connect with people. Like, you'll go deep. You go so deep with people. They're like, oh my God, this guy's like super deep. But I can't go as wide as a lot of you guys can. And I understand my skill set. I have a lot of people that work for me now that help me with it. You guys don't understand. My son is probably my biggest aid with my ADHD. He knows how to like get my energy channeled, knows how to get a message. And when I get frustrated, I let him know. And he's like, okay, well, so it took me a long time to wrap around some of the technology, but once I get it, I'm fine. I just take longer and I recognize it. And if you ever find yourself getting frustrated, dropping F-bombs, screaming at people, take note. That's not how life's supposed to be. By the way, I was raised my entire life that way. It's not. Because once you can get successful, you can buy back everything, your time, your energy, you can get people to help you, support you. You get this inner calmness that even I can't even tell you. Now, here's the cool thing. It's available to everybody. And we're going to talk about it. Lack of energy and focus. It's a choice, guys. Choose wisely. Lack of energy is a choice. Now, I'm not talking about the exception of people with serious medical conditions. Like, I get it. But energy is all out there for you. You have to learn how to harvest it. Most people harvest their energy from sugar, mostly sugar, and carbs. Some people from alcohol and drugs, but that's not energy. That's a depressant. So if you understand that, it's a choice. You have to learn how to do it, because I really struggled this in my late 20s and all through my 30s. And I want you to understand that. Caffeine. Brian's right. Caffeine's a big part of it, which I'm drinking all black coffee as we speak right now. But I enjoy caffeine to a point, but I'm concerned with you guys with your energy drinks. I'm not going to lie on you, but whatever keeps you going up. Overweight. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not picking on people. I want you to be around. Does everybody understand that? Does everybody understand that? I'm not picking on you. You have to understand that. So I want to put up a little stat here. Okay. You can either have 1,000 problems, which is most of it, right? Oh, I got 1,000 problems, Rick. Hey, Rick's got problems. Zach's got problems. Everybody on this live stream has problems. But if you're not healthy and you have a weight issue, which leads to diabetes, COPD, all this other stuff, you only got one problem. Like, how do I survive? So you got to make a choice. Do you want 1,000 problems? The answer is yes. If you have problems, you know you're alive. Some problems we don't want at all. But the reality is, if you have one problem, it's your health, it's going to be a long ride. Choose your hard, guys. I cannot overlook wholesaling if you do not regulate your body. Now, here's the good news is, if you're in a current state, it didn't happen overnight. The good news is it's fixable. Do not wait till they put you on all these medicines and all these doctors. And if you are, don't stop. I'm not giving you medical advice, but find a way to fix it, because God never intended you to be that way. And I had to go through a long, long medical journey to understand what was going on with me. And it took me years to understand. And here's the reality. If you guys are taking medicine, food is the actual medicine. You have to learn. If you do nothing but consume processed foods, it's a roller coaster, and you're going to chase it. And I don't know about you, but I've had to take care of 2 elderly parents, and it was a nightmare. It's just a nightmare at the end. Body's falling apart, can't walk, really the last 14, 15 years of their life. And I've decided I'm getting out ahead of it. Now, I train wrecked my body all the way through my 30s. I'm not even going to sit here and I'm not a hypocrite. I'm telling you, take note of it, because God only gave you one body, one vehicle, and you have to make the best of it. And if you don't, it's going to be problematic for you. And you can make a choice. See, if you take the easy route with your health, you can eat bonbons. You don't have to exercise. Somebody said the other day, goes, Rick, I don't know why you work out so hard. And you know what I said? He goes, it's like you're married, you have kids, you don't need any of that crap. I go, well, let me ask you, how long do you plan on being around for your wife and your kids? Oh, it's as long as I can. I go, you just gave my argument for this. I work out. Number one, everybody wants to look good, because you have to represent yourself. But number two, the longer I live, the more I can provide to my family, the more time I can spend with them. Remember, you only get 28,000 plus days a year. I mean, in your life on average. I want to maximize it. The hell do I want to take about? Listen, I can't control when my time comes, but I'm going to do everything in my power to control it. I'm not going to let some pharmaceutical company, I'm not going to let some food company take me out because they put poison in the food. God was meant to eat and connect with this earth and natural. We were not meant to go through. Do you guys understand that 3 meals a day is the biggest scam you've ever been sold in your life? You were never meant to eat 3 meals a day. In fact, if you eat 3 meals a day, you're probably wasting 3 to 4 hours of your day just eating food. Your gut never gets a rest, nothing. Now, I'm not here to give medical advice. Just telling you, I took a long journey to fix it, and it was painful, and I could only do it because I found wholesaling. And I want you to understand. Let's keep going. I got a lot to go on here. Always seeking the easy button. Do the hard first. The easy will follow. This rule is good for anything in your life. Stop, guys. The easy route is always the trick. It's always going to be the trick, and you have to understand that. I can't tell you. It drives me nuts. Now, why am I talking about weight? Because I need you guys to be around. And we have a massive problem in this country. If I could fix it, I would. But I've been on this journey and it sucks. And like everybody's got a different journey. If I can inspire one person on the stream to just take action, I'm fine with it, because the longer you wholesale, the better off you're going to do for everybody who loves you and supports you. So I don't want you to think of me as picking on you with this. I suppose I want you to win. Who doesn't want an extra year or two with their kids, their family, their parents, whatever it is? Because we don't know what's going to happen, but we can control and put the odds in our favor. And that's all I want you guys to do when you do it. So now that we've gone through it, let's talk about a plan to win. Like, let's do it. Because if you can take this list right here, go back, play, say, if you will acknowledge every one of these, now I got you in the right mindset to win in wholesaling. But most people, I give them the plan. I show them exactly how to do the marketing. I show them how to write the contract. I show them how to do the appointment, how to do the walkthrough, how to bring your cash buyer in. And then they start going through this. But Rick, what if it fails? Rick, I'm tired. This is a lot of work. Rick, I got rejected. Maybe I need to go back and study a little bit more. And I almost checked. I got plenty of time. I'll figure this out. Hey, I found this thing called X, whatever it is. And it says I don't have to wholesale anymore. It's got a better way. Okay. I don't even fight them anymore. I'm not here to argue with you. If that is your mentality, I already know you're stuck in all these. If you don't check these and cross them off your list, no matter what means I teach you, you're probably not going to make it. Now, you don't have to knock them all out, but you have to start working on it. And the reason why I talk about your weight and your body is I want you to fix it in the long term. Why? Because I actually care about you. I think it's ridiculous what's going on in this country. I think we've got to be very aware. What we put in our mouth is going to be the output of what we get for energy, focus, appearance, everything. And guys, we have I've lost too many people to cancer in my life. I'm sick of it. It sucks. And some people with zero choice. But I'm just telling you, if you decide never, and by the way, 80% of it is nutrition. Nutrition, go on long walks. If you would do that, we would change the world. But people are lazy. We have a very, very soft society right now. And here's the challenge, guys. We had times where our grandfathers and somewhat our fathers went through hard times. Now, they weren't the best parents in the world, but they created the next generation. And when hard times comes easy life comes kids that come soft, and soft kids, I already know how this thing's written. All we can do is control what we control. Wholesaling is for the hard, dude. Like, it is not. If you are one of these people that want unicorns and everybody needs a 3-day work week, and we're going to hire people based on DEI alone, and we're going to be fair with the entire world, you're going to get killed in wholesaling. It's the truth. I know nobody says it out loud. I said it. By the way, I love everybody. But I'm telling you, if you step up the wholesaling, it does not care about your credentials. It only cares the focus and the work you're going to put in it. If you're not going to do it, don't even bother. This is not a right to work wholesaling space. I promise you that. And I see a lot of people like, it's not fair. Dude, number one, life's not fair. And you have to understand that. So let's jump back in here. Let's get this done. And then I'm going to answer some questions. So we talked about this. So where am I on this? Okay. So what will wholesaling cost you? Nobody ever wants to answer this question. Here's the truth. I know this scares the crap out of you. Honestly, this hurt me in my heart because I'm an empath. And I never thought this was true. An old man that taught me wholesaling a long time ago, God rest his soul, one of the greatest mentors I ever had, because we did deals together. That's how you really learn. This is why I'm so passionate about doing deals and sellmypaper.com and working with us through X Leads. This is why. So somebody told me this. I told them there's no way. Let me walk you through it. It's going to cost you everything. Sorry. It's the freaking truth. Some of you guys are going to lose relationships over you. You're going to piss off parents. It's going to get ugly. If you don't believe me, go check out the Alex Hormozy story when he wanted to break away from his father. His father told me he had to be in the medical field. He's like, Dad, I don't want to do it. You seem miserable your entire life. And his father actually, he had to move out of his house as a young man and go start his venture. And I think the man's story is amazing because I did the same thing. I just didn't have the guts at his age to do it. And the reality is he had to lose everything to get it. How much do you think me and Zach had to give up to get where we got? I get crapped on every day. There's videos doing exposés on me. I don't care. You want to do a video on me, my son, anybody else? Fine, promote us. I'm fine with it. It means you don't understand how marketing works. I don't acknowledge anybody else's thing. Why? Because it's their video. I don't care. If I acknowledged everyone that I didn't agree with, all I would do is do videos about everybody else. But that's not like how life works. I promise you, wholesaling is going to cost you everything. If you don't believe me, let me walk you through it. Now, I'm here to tell you this is a good thing. It's not bad, but you're going to have grieving in this process. Number one, you're going to lose most of your friends. I'm sorry. It's the freaking truth. It's the truth. All the people I grew up with, they're all still the same 16-year-old boys and girls that I grew up with. I hope I retire one day. Can't go to the pool, can't take their shirt off, look like crap. I'm just telling you the truth. You're going to lose your friends in wholesaling. You're going to replace them with people that actually inspire you. Now, you don't lose the friendship and the connection, but I can't do it every day. I'm in a fantasy football league, guys. I mean, I enjoy football, but like I do it for the camaraderie with like there's something special about the people you grew up with, but I didn't choose them. My parents chose the neighborhood we live in. And like, why do we give credit to all these childhood friends? Yes, they grew up during a time. It's weird when you're an adolescent child, but stop thinking these are your friends. They're not. And the minute you tell them what you're doing in wholesaling stuff, they're going to attack you. And I want you to understand this. I want you to understand this. Let's put it up here. When others criticize your journey, it reveals their insecurities about themselves. I know I misspelled it, not you. So when people attack you because they're jealous or they're like, you're just exposing their insecurities because they don't have the guts to do what you do. And if you understand that, it's much easier to take people's criticism. I don't care. You can tell me I'm a piece of crap. That's your right. Move on. I'm not going to fight you over it. What's the point? That's what you believe. Great. But I only look at what you do and then I just kind of laugh and smile inside. Don't respond to the haters because this is what happens. And most of your friends are going to freak out when you do this. I remember the first time. So by the way, I've done TV, I've done radio through my entire life in wholesaling. I don't do it anymore because it doesn't work. And the minute they go, oh my God, you're on TV. You think and here's what they all said. Ready? You think you're so much better than us? Like, oh, it's Rick, the TV guy. And then I did radio ads. I was just marketing for my wholesale business. By the way, I don't promote any of that stuff anymore because it never even worked back then. It was at best break even. So I'm just telling you, when I put this up there and tell you you're going to lose your friends, you think I'm lying? I promise you. If you're not prepared for it, it's going to be shocking. Now, here's the good news. You're going to replace them with the people that actually support you, that are going to love you, and actually might be on the journey with you. I think it's a positive thing. You can still have connections with them. They're not your freaking friends. I'm just telling you right now. Most of them are drinking and partying every weekend. Like I grew up drinking beer with all these guys and gals. I don't drink anymore, and they make fun of me. I don't care. I don't give a crap. Look at you and look at me. I say that inside. I don't say that out loud. I go, that's just not my thing anymore. I was young and dumb, guys. And I'm not a hypocrite either. I'm not, if you want to drink. I don't care. But like there's nothing positive when you put alcohol in your body. There's not one positive benefit other than like your mental release, but you're going to pay for it. Trust me. I know. Okay. Vacations. You're going to lose your vacations when it comes to wholesaling. I'm sorry. How the hell do you think you're going to get all this work done? Your weekend binges, you party, you drink, you go to fancy restaurants. I mean, the average meal to go out to eat today is like $60 a person. It's not cheap anymore. And if you're willing to give $200 up for a fancy restaurant on the weekend, who the hell are you impressing? You could have eaten that meal at home for under 20 bucks. And then you come, I'm broke. Yeah, you're broke because you don't understand how money works. Your paycheck addiction. This is one of the biggest addictions. It's terrible. I have to get a paycheck in 2 weeks. At some point, you're going to have to break the cycle to truly get free in your life. And if you don't understand it, it's going to suck. Being wildly uncomfortable, man, this is the part that hurts. I promise you this one, you're going to get, when I say wildly, I didn't just say uncomfortable. I've changed my tone to wildly. And while we're on that one too, I want you to understand this. I need every one of you to start listening to your vocabulary much clearer. It's telling. When I have you guys on for live streams, I lean my ear in so freaking close, and I analyze. So I got ADHD, so it's dangerous with me because I listen and cue in on every word you say. Remember, I've dealt with hundreds of thousands of sellers. I have to listen to the cues very carefully to get a great wholesale deal. I do the same thing with you. Most of you don't even understand what you're saying half the time. Don't worry, I was the same way. What do I mean by that? I just listen to your words. I'm trying wholesaling. That means you have no shot. I'm getting ready to wholesale. It means you haven't started and you're too scared. Like, listen to your words carefully and it'll make a tremendous difference for you. So let's keep going here. Being lonely. Let's just address this in wholesaling. You're going to get lonely doing this. Now, it's much better with Zach Discord, our school group, the #1 group, over 40,000 people. The Zach Discord, Wholesaling Houses for Real, the largest Facebook wholesaling group. You're going to be lonely though, because this was one of my biggest pets. I'm an extremely social creature, just like most of you. I felt like on an island when I was doing wholesaling. In fact, in 2003, it was really hard to find other people even doing it. Now, it's much more mainstream, but you're still in the like less than 2 to 3% of the entire US population. So it's going to be lonely. But remember, lonely is a choice. It's a choice. Loneliness is a decision. Loneliness is, you can have all the friends in the world and have loneliness. Lonely is about, I'm on a mission. I'm not going to let anyone distract me. I'm only going to put people in my life that put deposits in my life. If you're making a withdrawal, I'm done with you. Remember the top one, I told you you're going to lose friends. Commit to this. I'm telling you guys, I'm giving you everything in a nutshell in my 23 years in wholesaling. The wholesalers don't talk about this. Others not endorsing you when you're on your wholesaling journey. I promise you, no one's going to go, that's a great idea, Rick. You should do that. I think that's awesome. They're not going to endorse you. And I'm going to put up another saying here that I think is really important. Stop using your old identity. Remember, I told you have to give up your ego to move forward in wholesaling. It's not the person you want to become. Make a choice. Every year we get better. There's a reason you don't wear diapers anymore, because you grew up. And in wholesaling, you're going to have to do the exact same thing. You're going to have to, if you constantly have to ask everybody because you're in a corporate job, we go, what do you think of this, John? What do you think of this, Sally? You're going to get killed in wholesaling because no one's going to think about it. No one's going to endorse you in wholesaling. Only Rick and Zach, maybe some other people on the internet. But I'm just telling you, if you think you're going to get acceptance, you're not going to get it. And this is my biggest one. Stop trying to look rich. It doesn't serve you. You guys driving around your fancy BMWs and Mercedes, you're not fooling anybody. It's a joke. The average corporate job, most people earn under 200 grand a year. And I'm not dissing on it. Trust me, I was 60% lower than that stat. And I drove nice cars. I'm like, I wanted to impress everybody. I wanted to impress the Joneses. And I'm telling you, when you do that, you're guaranteed to be broke the rest of your life. Like you have to understand the difference between an asset and a liability. Cars are nothing more than a liability. I like nice cars, but I don't give a, like, they do not benefit my business at all. Now, there is an exception for a few groups out there. They use their car to sell courses. So when you see flashy cars, let me know if a course is coming behind it, because you got about a 98% probability. That's the only reason I get the course, is because they keep charging you guys 10 grand to pay for those car payments. Remember, do you really think you're going to be driving around a Lamborghini starting out wholesaling tomorrow? It's a joke. Anybody who has to use a car for credentials in wholesaling, run to the hills. I got no problems with cars. I like investments, real investments, stocks, bonds, real estate. I love real estate. I love commercial real estate, apartments, everything else. That's flex, man. Showing me a car that's you have to pay every month, or you got to take a big chunk out of your bank account, and then you got to pay insurance, and then you got to store the damn thing, and you got to have someone detail it. It's just stripping you of who you really want to become. Those are people that look rich. If you want to become rich, ramen noodles, create your own meals, suck it up on the weekend, skip some vacations, and get the damn work. I'm telling you guys, this like wholesaling, let me tell you what, it's not hard, but people don't want to do the work. People are lazy. I mean, my last car I owned 14 years. I used to be in the car business. I don't care. I have beautiful cars. They do not define me. In fact, I'm not embarrassed by them, but like they don't make me any money. So why am I going to showcase them? It's stupid. And you think I'm going to showcase you the house I live in? Number one, I love my family to death, and they did not sign up for this, other than my son, of course. Number two, who cares? You have no idea if people finance their house, they paid cash for it. And honestly, your personal house, in my opinion, is a liability. It's not an asset. I believe in Grant Cardone on that one. It's just the truth. So let's make a plan to succeed. I'm just going to give you some simple instructions here because you already have everything you need with me. Listen to me. You have everything you need at freewholesaling.com. It's an insane thing. And then I even stepped it up, and I spent 2 months re-recording the thing on my nights and weekends because I run my businesses. Why? Because it just needs to be done. Is it painful? Yeah, it's hard, but you have to modernize all your trainings. So I want you to understand that. Okay, let's go here real quick. Number one, create your urgency. You do not have that much time. I'm sorry. Give yourself a deadline. I'm going to get my first deal by so-and-so. And then I want you to give you, I know this is going to be probably unpopular. I would give yourself a penalty if you don't do it. Why? I want to motivate you. Most of you wait till the last minute. You cram for exams. I know I used to. I never learned the stuff. I just memorized the stuff. You can't do that. You can't do it, guys. So find what your urgency is. Make a bet with somebody. Find a partner in this live stream and go on. And just like find someone that you can buddy up with. Go, okay, listen, here's the deal. I'll put $100 in. You put $100 in. Whoever does the first legitimate deal, we reward the other person with it. Man, that would light my ass on fire, man. Like, it's fun. Like, I've thought of so many ways to try to motivate you, but like, listen, everybody has different skills, different ages. So if you guys want to do it, like, create your own damn urgency, man. Like, create it. I had 1 year to get my urgency done. Some of you got to do it in 30 days. If you really want to get something done, you will light a fire under your butt and get it done. If you're just going to take your sweet time, there's nothing me and Zach can do. It's going to take your own sweet time. Different markets, different skill sets, but for God's sakes, create your own urgency. Number two, focus on getting your first deal. Some of you are buying systems for your 50th and 100th deal. Here's the reality of wholesaling. Yes, in the beginning, we want you to see if you're going to survive in wholesaling. Why? Because I don't believe you should spend $5,000, $10,000 on a course, go out and spend another $6,000 on software, and then go out and spend another $10,000 on marketing to find out you suck at wholesaling and you never had the guts or the balls to do it. It's just the truth. Guys, I'm not always this mean. I'm not being mean. I'm just being truthful. So we've created a system where you can come in and basically mitigate your risk, but damn, you better show up and do the work. Why do you guys show up for free wholesaling and expect like a duplex to be sitting in your driveway? Come on, man. Like, get on it. I've given you the gift. Act like you just paid me 10 grand because you pay all these other cats the money and then they have a 90 to 95% failure ratio. They won't share that with you. And it's not completely their fault. You hit the easy button and thought it was going to be a piece of cake. Come on, man. Let's go. You have to create urgency. If I told you, if you don't get a property in the next 30 days, something bad's going to happen to you, I guarantee you guys would think about it differently. What is your urgency? This is one of the biggest pieces missing in wholesaling. It doesn't mean you rush. It doesn't mean you skip the process. It just means this is my top priority. As Tony Robbins says, change your shoulds into must and stuff gets done. It's no different in wholesaling. How do you start? Go over to freewholesaling.com. Okay, let's keep going here. There you go. Boy, what timing. As Jeff asked, how do I start? Freewholesaling.com. Good timing, Jeff. Everything's there for you. Put my course up to anyone's. Remember, I'm the only one who publicly puts my course out there. Everybody else has a firewall. You've got to pay me before you see what's behind the veil. Why? Show it. Now, they have the right to do it. I'm not knocking that. That's 100% their right. But I'm just saying, you have to understand that. The next one, just win each day. Every day, show up. Put your calls in. Put your time into X leads and make sure you follow up on all your deals. Make sure you're doing everything you can humanly possibly can, because that's what's going to make the difference in wholesaling. You have to show up every day. You work 1 or 2 days a week and go, oh, Rick, I made like 26 phone calls. Once you say the word like, I know you're not serious about wholesaling. Somebody told me the other day, he goes, I made like 100-ish phone calls. Bull BS. What does 100? What does ish mean? Is that like soft words? Do you need to take a nap? Like, I listen to your vocabulary very careful. You got to set targets and you got to go, and you can document your journey. It's not hard, but if you're just going to freebase this thing called wholesaling, you're never going to make it. I promise you. And guys, I'm just telling you, your leads, you're in the beginning, you have to 10x it. I know I'm doing some Grant Cardone stuff here, but he is in my backyard. I do subscribe to some of his theories, not all of them, but the reality is whatever you think you need in the beginning, multiply it by 10, because that's the absolute truth. It's one of the reasons we created X Leads. We've never made it simpler than it is right now in 2025. And we give you everything's included in that deal. But check it out, especially with our new version 3.0. And I will tell you this, embrace rejection. It's coming, guys. I promise you it's coming. Did you know rejection is the key to getting everything you want on the other side? But you were taught your entire life, oh my God, don't get rejected. I remember getting rejected on asking a girl to prom. I thought my heart was going to break and fall over. And that was just my beginning stages of learning how to wholesale. That's how I look at it now. God, if I could go back to high school, the mentality I have now, but that's why we're young and dumb back then, right? Some were smarter. But I'm the type of guy who's I've gotten better all the way up to my age of 55. Most people peak at like 24, 25, and they never get better. They let their bodies go. Their bank accounts never grow. Their relationships don't grow. And they're not really, they've just accepted I'm getting old in life. I don't agree with any of that. So number 7 is a key one. Do less to do more in wholesaling. What do I mean by that? Stop all the other BS stuff you're doing in your life. Stop going out partying on the weekends. Stop spending money you don't have. Stop trying to look rich. Say no to the stuff that does not pay you, reward you. Get rid of the people that are making withdrawals from your life. Focus on what matters. Put the time in, make the sacrifice, and get to work wholesaling right now. I give you a step-by-step instructions exactly how to do it. Why would it be? The problem is some of you guys have so much going on. Like you can't be alone with yourself. It's scary. You need other people's endorsements to survive in life. You need everyone's confirmation of their opinion. Life's not designed that way. You are your own unique person. Take advantage of it. And guys, last but not least, for God's sakes, be accountable to yourself. If you're going to keep lying to yourself, there's nothing me and Zach can do to help you. You're going to have to make the sacrifice in wholesaling. There is no exception to this. Now, Call this stuff generic, call it whatever you want. I promise you, if you do not take the stuff I gave you today, I know exactly where you're going. I want you to understand this. You have to understand. You have to choose what you want to do. Now, a lot of people, as I told you that wholesale, oh, it's going to die. It's bullshit. It's BS. I've been told this since 2003. All right. Isn't it funny? The same people that tell you, you're like, it's going away. You can't do it. So you're going to have to do fix and flip and stuff like that. Are the same people that took full advantage of wholesaling, but now they're telling you, you don't have it. You have that right. I know they're trying to magically make it disappear. It all wants to go through courses and structure. You have to clear them. Dude, you're in America, baby. Swing the bat. Go for it. You have never had a better opportunity in 2025 to wholesale. Some of these people have been wholesaling like 10 years. It's just funny. And what I told you, I was back when wholesaling was, I know everybody thinks it was easy in 2003. There was no information. It was hard. And if you wanted information, you had to roll over and like give up your first child for it. 25 grand back in 2003 is like 70 grand today, in my opinion. I don't know what the calculation is, but maybe I'm being a little facetious. But the reality is I had to figure out a lot of stuff on my own, and it was hard. And it was tough, and it made me learn the fundamentals of wholesaling, and I mastered them. And why was it so valuable? Because I've survived every major market since then. From 2008 to 2011 was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in real estate. But you know what? I survived. I not only survived, I thrived. And then I don't know where all these wholesalers came out, 2014, 13, 14. And they thought they were geniuses. And don't get me wrong, I commend them for getting started in wholesaling, but you couldn't screw up from 2013 on in wholesaling. And it went all the way to 21, maybe 22. And these same people are floundering right now because they don't understand the fundamentals of wholesaling. Now they'll figure it out, hopefully, the ones that survive. But I watch people come on the internet and admit, I got killed in 21, 20. The only way you get killed in wholesaling is you don't know what you're doing. If you're speculating, it's not wholesaling. So I'm here to redefine wholesaling for what it is: minimizing risk, maximizing reward. You have to work within the compounds of the law, but read the damn law. But I got videos coming out. Wholesaling's dead. Wholesaling's this. Guys, it's still here. I've been doing this 23 years. This is going to be pitched till the day you die. And I promise you, there will always be a workaround for wholesaling. That means the government's going to have to restrict every person in America that owns a home. And unless you get clearance from the government, you can't sell it. And until that day comes, you have room to wholesale. Don't let anybody else fool you. And I want you to understand. Let me go through some quick comments here. And, oh, this is a good one. I got to put this up here. Sam says, a guru contacted me today and tried to trick me into JVing with them. One of my deals and wanted me to sign up for their program. Can't trust anyone. See, this is like, I'm hoping it's not true, but I got to assume there's some truth to it. And so the people that want to do JVs with you, like they just want to sell you programs. It's crazy. I don't know if that's true or not. Okay. So Lali says, that's where I'm at now. I finished the classes. Awesome. You're ready to start. You start. Your start. Let's switch start to ready. What I need is a list of to do, like I need to set up my LLC. No. See, this is the problem. You're trying to still get ready. Just start. Have you pulled your list yet? Have you skip traced them? Have you reached out and have you given them your offer, meaning your solution to it? Until you do that, don't even worry about the LLC. States depend on you opening up LLCs because they know most of them die. So I'd rather you get a deal under contract than go get your LLC. I want you to win. You're going to have to spend money on your LLC. I'm trying to have you do all the work. The preparation, I commend you for it. And I know this is an example of using your old self. You're going to have to shed it. Like a crab sheds its skin. You got to get rid of your old layer to get into your new one. Guys, you grow every year, and I'm teaching you how to grow in wholesaling. I love it. And you're being prudent, and it's not wrong what you're saying, but the problem is you have to start. Waiting to get your LLC is just a procrastination. And once you get it under contract, you can instantly open up an LLC and you can assign it in there. It's no big deal. I'd rather you spend your time on out marketing. Marketing is going to be the key. So, Edward says, so he's got a little bit of the Rick problem. I was struggling using the computer. Won't let that stop me. I'm 68 and I agree with you, Rick. So it doesn't matter what age you are. Age is just a number, but just take advantage. Ed understands the value of time. Some of you younger people don't. And if I can get you to open, nobody taught me that when I was young. It just pisses me off now. It just drives me nuts. Randy says, me and my people ever received nothing but free value from you for like the last 10 years. Makes no sense for someone to hate on you. Listen, I agree with you on that. You don't share anything with anyone. You'll have been good folks to me. I agree, but like you got to understand, me and Zach's view of how we do wholesaling is a threat to other people's way of life. And I'm not here to knock anyone out of business, but you have to adapt or die in this business. These coaching models where you charge these big, ginormous prices up front. Do you guys know you have to go and buy all these additional services, which they're all affiliates for, and then they're going to tell you to go out and find your own marketing and pay for it. And a lot of you guys are out 20, 30 grand before you go like, crap, if I knew that, I would have never got started. And what fee do you have to pay first? That's right. The coaching fee. Then they tell you about all the other fees, and then you're in shock. And that's where I really don't understand what's up there. Randy again says, that's why he's paying for X leads. He has the X plan because he does trust us. And remember, I've spent 10 years earning Randy's trust. I could have taken money over Randy over the last 10 years. But remember, I'm a marathon wholesaler. I win the final race. You can beat me in sprints. You can win some battles, but I promise you, I will always be there in the end. And that's what I want you guys to let you guys know. I know a little bit of this live stream is a little bit tough for some of you, but it's the absolute truth. And listen, there is value in courses. That's not me and Zach are not here to take out gurus and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, I've taken plenty of courses myself, but a majority of them, you never know what you're getting till you buy it, and then they show you what you're getting. And my thing is, if you're going to buy someone's course, all I ask is you get full disclosure up front. What else do I need other than paying you this ginormous fee? How many programs do I have to sign up for that you require or you highly recommend? And then what is your marketing method? How much is that going to cost me? Because keep in mind, it's going to take you 3 to 6 months to really build it up. So if they tell you got to spend $5,000 in marketing 6 months, that's 30 grand. Then you paid them another 5 grand, that's 35. And then you spend another 5,000, that's 40 grand out of your pocket. Would you have bought their course if you knew that up front? I already know the answer to it. And I'm just saying, we got to get full disclosure. Everybody wants to help regulate the wholesaling business. Why don't we just regulate the coaching? Because that's where most of the problems are coming from, because there's no transparency at all in any of the coaching programs. So what do? We just make ours public. I don't hide anything. Here it is. Take it. In fact, my course has been knocked off so many times. I pretty much have a full-time lawyer that sends out all the notices and lets them know. And eventually they will all pay me. I'm not even worried about it. So I love anybody who recommends wholesaling, anyone who teaches wholesaling. I just think we need to clean the coach. We're trying to clean up. They're trying to clean up you guys, the wholesalers. The reality, maybe it's the coaching business that needs some cleaning. Maybe they have to disclose everything up front. Maybe they should have more than a 30-day refund period. Maybe it should be 6 months a year. That's what a great program is. I'm willing to wait 10 years. To me, there's plenty of money to go around because I want to be here in the long run. My reputation is what I want to stand. The Ginn name, this is everything I do. I love this business. Not everybody agrees with what I do, but I don't care because I don't worry about what others think of me. I don't care what videos they shoot about me because in the end, I know who I am. You guys know who we are, and we want to share it with you. So guys, if you got value from this video, make sure you subscribe. You give me a thumbs up. You give me a like, and make sure you go check us out on X Leads. Go over to freewholesaling.com. Go over to our school group. Go over to Wholesaling Houses for Real. Go over to Zach Discord. Nobody provides the value me and Zach do. There's just no comparison. We are serious about helping you. We love wholesaling. We want to make it a thing for everybody. so many people are telling you it's going away. Just read through it. Look at the courses that you have to buy to make that happen. I love you guys. For the X-Plan members, I will see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. We do a one-on-one. We do an entire mastermind on wholesaling. We can talk about X leads, but we like to talk about wholesaling. Then me and Zach will be on Thursday. Now, Thursday, we're doing a little bit of change because me and Zach are going to some MMA fighting on Thursday night. So we'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern. Trust me, I'll take a lot of pictures at the event, but they have an event down at the Hard Rock. And I just love that stuff, man. And I look at like wholesaling, man. I will go toe to toe with anybody. But all these comments, like if you don't have something positive to say, let's not put it in writing because there's no benefit in giving negative feedback to people. Just shift other ways. You don't like the product, move on. But guys, I love wholesaling. I love you. I appreciate it on this live stream. I hope this hit home for some of you and you make the changes you need. If you need anything, we are always here, me and Zach, whatever you need. Hop on our lives, hop on our Discord, hop on Wholesaling Houses for Real, hop on our school group. We're also on Saturday mornings to support. We go 7 days live a week. Nobody else has that kind of stamina. I'm 55 and I'm just getting started. My son's 25. We love this business. You know we're going to be around a long time. We are a family business. We practice what we preach. It's what we do. We show it. We don't say it. God bless you guys. See you guys tomorrow.